Welcome back to Endless Vision TV. This is my prediction for round 12 of the Premier League fixtures, and boy, is there some serious fixtures coming up. You've got the North London derby, Arsenal versus Tottenham. You've got Newcastle hosting Manchester City. Can Manchester City keep up the pressure on Arsenal? And also Monday Night Football, which features Man United versus Everton. David Moyes coming back to his old club. But let's get straight into it. If you're new around here, hit a follow button, hit a like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. But let's get straight into it. The early kickoff on Saturday, Burnley versus Chelsea. And this fixture, to be fair, should be a routine win for Chelsea. They're very good attacking, they're scoring goals. But Burnley have been good at home. Even though they've been inconsistent, they have been good at home. But Chelsea, they kind of find it hard to break down low blocks. They like when teams come out. So it's a very contrasting type of match in terms of the teams. But you'd have to go for a Chelsea win here. I think they just overall have better quality. I don't know if they got any players coming back from injury like Cole Palmer. Is he going to be back into it? But for this match, I can't see Burnley upsetting Chelsea. Even though Chelsea have had some dodgy results this season, I'm going to go for a 3-1 Chelsea win. And I believe Chelsea will come out on top in this fixture. Moving on, what's the next one? It's Bournemouth versus West Ham. And as we know, Bournemouth had a flying start to the season. They lost their last two games. And West Ham, I believe they won their last two games. So it's a very contrast. West Ham at the bottom table, Bournemouth near the top. But Semenyo and the boys for Bournemouth have been quality this season. And I believe at home, they have to get the winning streak back underway. So I believe they will win here. I'll go for a 2-1. As I said, West Ham has improved, but I think Bournemouth have the quality. I don't know if Justin Kluivert is injured, but Semenyo, I think he's going to be the key factor in this game. And Bournemouth back to winning ways. I'll go for a 2-1 Bournemouth win. Next up is Brighton versus Brentford. And this is a very strange game because Brentford have been good this season, but they've also had results what's gone against them. Their long throws is a threat, Coyote. And Brighton, they've just been inconsistent all season. So they defend, they're letting in goals, but they're scoring goals at the other end. So this is a very... I'm going to have to sit on the fence with this one. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw here. I just don't think Brighton have clicked into place this season and Brentford have improved. So I think they meet each other in the middle and I'll go for a 1-1 there. Fulham versus Sunderland. Fulham are having a disastrous season. Disastrous. Everyone rates Marco Silva, the manager. But this season, I don't think they invested too well. And when they've been defensively good like last season, now they're being sloppy, making silly mistakes. And Sunderland, they're in the top four. And Sunderland will be playing well coming up from the Championship. Players like Xhaka, Ballard at the back have been very good for Sunderland. Can I see Sunderland's good form continuing? Because this would be a big result for them, because this is not a big team. So the more emphasis is on them to attack and try and get some points. Do they beat Sunderland away? Do they beat Fulham away? I'll go for a Sunderland win. I'll go for a 2-1 Sunderland win. I think Sunderland ain't going nowhere anytime soon. So I believe Fulham's poor form will continue and Sunderland will get the result there. Next up, Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest. I remember this game last season. Nottingham Forest won 1-0 at Anfield. And it was a big shock. But Liverpool obviously bounced back and went on to win the Premier League. But this season, Liverpool's form has been terrible. Nottingham Forest, they got Sean Dyche in now, a little bit more stable. I don't think he lost in the Premier League. So this is going to be a tough game for Liverpool. Elliot Anderson in midfield has been brilliant all season. And Liverpool have been struggling. But Liverpool are at home. So I believe maybe the international break might have cleared some heads. And I think they overall got the better quality. So I'll go for a narrow 2-1 win for Liverpool. But as I said, it's not going to be an easy game because Sean Dyche has got them playing some ball. So I'll go for a 2-1 narrow win for Liverpool. Next up is Wolves versus Crystal Palace. This is the last 3 o'clock fixture. Wolves haven't won a game all season. I think they got 2 points from 2 draws. And Palace, they started off really well. I think the manager won the manager of the month one time, and since then their form has been very inconsistent. They rely heavily on Mateta and Sarr, and if they don't score, no one else is going to score for Palace. But Wolves, their form been so rubbish. I don't think they can get a win here. So I'll go for a Palace 3-2. I think it'll be a high-scoring game. I think Wolves will get chances, but I think Palace will win 3-2. That's my prediction for that game there. Moving on to the evening fixture of the Saturday night, and it will be Newcastle hosting Manchester City. Big game because Newcastle in the Champions League got some good players, but they've been struggling in the Premier League. I think it's 3 wins all season, not good enough. And Man City, the impressive win last time out against Liverpool, winning 3-0. I think they're 4 points off Arsenal, so they have to win this game to mount a serious title challenge. And just on probability and teams, I think Man City get the victory here. Pep Guardiola, the team, Haaland, good scoring form, and Newcastle just something's not clicking right. A lot of question marks are over Eddie Howe right now. Can he get the boys playing? And I think Man City's going to have too much for them, so I'll go for a 3-1 Manchester City win. And I know people don't go Newcastle and bully them. They're very good at home. But I think Man City, in the form they're in right now, and the form Newcastle are in right now, it only leads to a Man City win. So I think Man City win the match 3-1. Moving on to Sunday now, 2 o'clock fixture is Leeds versus Aston Villa. And Leeds, they've been very good. They come up from the Championship. I think they're just above the relegation zone. So they're doing what they're meant to do. The aim is to stay out of the relegation zone. And Aston Villa, they started poor and now they're flying. I think they're 6th in the table compared to how they started the season. So big up credit to Unai Emery and the Aston Villa players. And I think they'll have too much for Leeds. I think Leeds, they haven't got no special standout player. They play good football, but in this Premier League, when you try to play good football, if you haven't got the standout players, you will get found out, especially by the bigger teams. And Aston Villa is a big team. And I feel like they will get the victory here. I'll go for a 2-0 Aston Villa win. Clean sheet for Aston Villa. Moving on to the big one of the weekend. Arsenal Football Club versus Tottenham, North London derby. Arsenal, I think Gabriel is out, and that's he's been their player of the season, attacking wise and defensively. So we're going to see how the backup players, Nketiah and Mosquera, whoever plays in place of Gabriel, how they can cope and keep up that standard. I feel like they can, but at the same time, it's a North London derby. All the form goes out the window. Tottenham last time out obviously got the draw against Man United. They can take some positives from that, but I still feel there's some problems with their attacking players at Tottenham. They haven't quite gelled yet, and Arsenal been formidable all season. So I'm leaning towards a draw, but because Arsenal have been formidable all season, I don't know if Gyökeres is back. He's been a big miss for them. I'll go for a 2-1 Arsenal win. I'll go for a 2-1 Arsenal win in this North London derby. It's hard to call this one, but if you're going on form, Arsenal haven't lost a game. I think they lost 1 game all season. So I don't see Tottenham being the team to go and trouble them. So 2-1 Arsenal win. And to the Monday night fixtures, Manchester United versus Everton. Man United coming into this game, 5 games unbeaten, 3 wins, 2 draws. And Everton's been very good. A little bit inconsistent in some games, but last time out they won 2-0. So how do I see this game going? I think Manchester United have to win this game. If they have any ambition of getting into Europe, they have to win this game. It's a home game. I think they got a clean bill of health. I think Sesko's out for a month actually. So, but they have the players to replace Sesko, and he hasn't been in the greatest form this season. And as I said, Everton's got some tricky players like Ndiaye and Grealish, and their forwards are a handful. But I think Man United, I don't think it'll be a comfortable win, but I think they come out as 2-1 victors. So that's my Premier League predictions for round 12. Let me know in the comment what you think is going to happen, or if you think I'm wrong in my predictions. Hit that follow button, hit that like button, and take care. I'm out.